Hello, everybody. I'm Davies Tallow, and welcome to another edition of Freefall, where we talk about anything and everything musical. And I hope your day, your week's been going good. Mine's been going all right. So far, so good. Um, Today, we got a couple reviews, but before we get to those, I want to just send my condolences and my well-wishing wishes to the family of Loretta Lynn, the great country star. Wasn't a fan. I'm not a big fan of country music, um, but I will give credit where credit is due. She was a great woman. Um, had a rough early life, but she persevered and did what she wanted to do, and that's singing country music. So she had a full life. 90 years. That's really good. So anyway, my best wishes, and condolences go out to the family, and hope they get to. Well, they will. They'll get through it and remember their mother and grandmother and great grandmother, whatever the case may be. So, okay, on to the two reviews. I just got two reviews. Shouldn't take very long. First one is the album done by a man called John Ozzy Osbourne. Patient Number 9. Now, I haven't done a review of his album Ordinary Man. Of course, that was put out before I started my channel. Though I will say it's an okay album, though it could be better. It could have been better. This one, vast improvement. And it's got a smorgasbord of players, musicians on it. Andrew Waite, or whatever. Apologies, whatever. He does guitar, bass, keyboards, piano, drums, and backing vocals, and also produces. Got Zach Wild on guitar, keyboards, and organ. Jeff Beck on guitars. Tony Iommi on guitars. Mike McCready on guitars. Eric Clapton on guitars. Plays on one track on here, which is kind of he's not known for being a hard rocker or even into metal, but hey, if he wants to play on it, that's fine by me. Josh Holm on guitar, Robert Trillo on bass, Duff McKagan on bass, Chris Chaney on bass, Chad Smith on drums, Tony Hawkins on drums and percussion, and James uh, Posey on organ. Um, Plus a lot of other people on violins and strings and stuff. I'm not going to mention all of them here. Uh, but yeah, this is a definite improvement. Uh, though I have been told, and I tend to agree, Ozzy's singing on here is a bit too clean, especially for the way things have been going for him lately. He, I think, he has Parkinson's, but and listened to interviews done by him recently. He's having a hard time speaking. So they might have done a little enhancement, which is fine. It's still his voice. It still sounds Ozzy, so I'm not going to argue with it. Uh, Starts out with the title track, Patient Number 9, featuring Jeff Beck on guitar. Good opener. Is it a strong opener? Well, maybe. Uh, I've only listened to this album maybe 3, 4 times. Um, so it really hasn't really taken hold, but there are some good tracks on here. Mortals, okay. It has Mike McCready on guitar. Parasite with Zach Wild on guitar. Okay. No Escape from Now with Tony Iommi. Love that one. It's deep, dark, and just grab. When the second time I heard it, it grabbed me. So, and I love when a song does that. Reaches out and grabs me by the shirt collar and says, "Come on, buddy." uh, Number five, no one. Excuse me, no one. One of those days with Eric Clapton on guitar. Love it. Another strong rocker. Uh, Thousand Shades with Jeff Beck's okay. Mr. Darkness with Zach Wild. Love that one. Another great rocker. Uh, then it kind of not as strong from here on out, though. The songs still have potential of working their magic. Nothing Feels Right with Zach. Evil Shuffles, okay. Zach again. Degradation Rules with Tony on guitar again. That's a good one. Um, Not a favorite yet, but that one can grow on me. Dead and Gone's all right. God Only Knows, okay. Uh, Dark Side Blues. That one, I think they could have left off. It just doesn't do anything for this album. Doesn't do anything for me. But as a whole, strong. Uh, I know it's Ozzy wants to continue putting out albums. I don't blame him. It's better than sitting around vegetating in your old age. Uh, though it, when I see him doing interviews and he's having a hard time talking, and it just breaks my heart. He's just, he's been through a lot. I know, but seeing him in concert and hearing him, during interviews and stuff, it just see him go downhill and not. It just breaks my heart. But he'll always be Ozzy to me. He'll always be the leader of Black Sabbath, and whatever he wants to do. So, and this Andrew Watt guy, he's worked with a lot of different artists. Miley Cyrus, uh, Eddie Vedder, and I was working with Ozzy. You know, what's up with this guy? I hope he's I hope he's not just using Ozzy to further his career, uh, but yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely worth a listen. Make up your own mind about it. Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9. Check it out. Okay, now on to the next one. Okay, Sammy Hagar and the Circle, which consists of who was it here? I just lost my page. Oh, that's not what I want. Hit the wrong button here. Not where I'm supposed to be here. Okay. Okay. Sammy Hagar, Sammy Hagar and the Circle. Been around since 2014. They put out 2 albums, as far as I know. The previous one was Lockdown. Um, Vic consists of Sammy, of course, Vic Johnson on guitar, Michael Anthony on bass, and Jason Bonham on drums. So basically a super group. No details about the production, all that. I just know it was released, I think, last week. Fun album. This album is definitely Sammy at his finest. You know, he's upbeat. It's fun. Starts out with a little intro called "The Beginning of the End." Kind of makes you wonder what that means, but I hope it's just play on words. I don't know. Slow Drain, love it. Great rocker. Feed Your Head, another great rocker. I mean, all these songs are full of life, but the Slow Drain and Feed Your Head's my favorite so far. Two of my favorites. Uh, Pump It Up, Pump It Up, so gay. Still or Be Still is good. Uh, you Get What You Pay For. So right, Crazy Times, good. Uh, Funky Fang, Shoe, good. Great little rocker right there. Father Time, another favorite. Kind of a strong melodic rocker there. Really grabs you. Childhood's End, great. Kind of builds and builds and builds. Um, 2120, it's okay. Ends with acoustic version of Father Time, which I don't really care for, but I've said that about acoustic versions of songs only later on to listen to it again a few times and have it grab me. So, but the regular version of Father Time's great. All in all, like I said, this whole album is fun. It's Sammy with that big, wonderful smile of his. he, the guy's so upbeat about everything. I mean, he just seems like he gets better with age. Uh, Puts out all these great rockers. You know, uh, even when he was going through tough times with Van Halen and Montrose, you know, he remained upbeat. He got through it, did what he wanted, and put out continued to put out great music. You know, so but definitely check out "Crazy Times" by Sam Hagar and the Circle. Uh, they're hitting it on all cylinders on this one. The previous one, "Lockdown," I've only listened to that once, but from what I remember, it's a good, decent album. I got to go back and listen to it some more, but to make an honest determination on that one. Want to give a shout out to a new subscriber, Tad Corcoran. Thanks for subscribing. Um, yeah, and speaking of subscribing, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It would help my channel out. Uh, like the video, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about these albums. Would really be interested in hearing about it. Um, I haven't heard any others do a review on Crazy Times. I have heard a couple on Ozzy's Patient Number 9. I agree with him. You know, it's definite improvement. Is it his best work? Maybe, maybe not. But you know, way things are going with the poor guy. You know, tough getting old. Tough getting old, but you gotta try to keep a positive attitude. And I think Ozzy's doing his best to do that. So more power to him. I hope he wants to keep recording albums and doing music. He may not tour, but I don't care. He's done his time touring. Uh, did his best. You know, he's sure he's fallen down, but he's got right back up. Uh, Thanks to Sharon and his family. I'm sure they've helped get him through. So, but check them out. Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9, Sammy Hagar and the Circle, Crazy Times. Definitely crazy times, isn't it? Uh, Coming up this weekend, I got uh, ranking the albums or ranking the songs from Hawkwinds. I forgot the name of the album again. Every time I think of this this song, this title, I keep thinking of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Attack. But I do. Sonic the Hedgehog, just pops right there in my mind. I've listened to it a couple times. Definitely an 80s version of Hawkman, if you're familiar with Hawkman. They started out in the late 60s, early 70s, and they put out a ton of albums. But this one is really good. I'm still going to listen to it to see which songs I like the best and which songs I like the least. So hopefully that'll be Saturday morning on Saturday morning Rocky Mountain Rankings. Monday, probably Arion. Uh, that one's still up in the air. We'll have to see. But hopefully I'll get that one out. But I'm not making any promises. So anyway, have a good week. We'll see you this weekend, and stay strong, stay smiling, and please subscribe. If you don't watch my videos, just subscribe. It helps things out. So, but have a good one. We'll talk to you later.